Well, hello everybody, and welcome to my channel. My name is Stephen the Jupiterian, and today I am going to, well, show you the time clock today is the last day of Leo season, and tomorrow the sun will enter into the sign of Virgo, giving us a lot of more time to be analytical, take some time to look at the details of everything, where it's going. Well, and Venus is in Virgo at the moment too. And we're going to go cover the movement of Venus and then the movement of Mars. This will be a very long session. There's a lot to cover. Let's begin. I'm going to share my screen with you. Here we are. Whoops, we don't need my chart up there. We'll just show this. Okay, so see, the sun is at 29 degrees and 3 minutes of Leo. We have a Virgo ascendant. So if we move this a day, and the moon is at 25 degrees of Pisces, they do not see each other, even though they are, and they're not opposed by each other. They're at least 150 degrees away from each other. Just like Neptune is exactly 29 degrees, 18 minutes, still going retrograde in Pisces. And Mars is well, still close to Jupiter, but it's moving away from Jupiter, and Mars will be entering Cancer on September 4th. But before that, Venus moves into Leo on August 29th. So I'm going to move this up to the 29th, where you will see Venus is in Libra. Venus has just moved into Libra on the 29th in the early morning on the West Coast. It'll probably be late morning or afternoon on the East Coast when Venus enters Libra, which it rules, which is a very good sign for Libra for Venus, because Venus was in Virgo and it wasn't having a very happy time there. So now it's in a sign it rules, and it has more dignity than it did. It's gaining as well. At 0 degrees, it's actually definitely gaining more strength. 0 degrees and 29 degrees of any sign are critical points in a chart. If you have any planets at 29 or 0 degrees, it's very potent and strong, and yeah. And let's see. So see, the sun is in Virgo, at 6 degrees by the time Venus moves into Libra. Venus, the sign, the planet of beauty, love, desire, your beloved. Actually, let's see what Ren Butler has to say about Venus. It's also harmony, pleasure, impulses toward love and friendship, grace and beauty, forces of attraction. But then this, on the flip side, there can be shallowness, conceit, vanity, self-indulgence, and laziness. Cravings for sugar as a substitute for love. So it's the Venus archetype manifests through our yearnings to love and be loved, to enjoy ourselves and bring pleasure to others, and to reach out in friendship and connection. Ruling the planet power of attraction, our aesthetic taste and sensuality it suggests our capacities to act in more graceful and harmonious ways with the world around us. So now that Venus is in a sign that is about friendship and partnership, it's going to be very much more potent, much more pronounced, much more harmonious with others. And depending on what house Venus in what a house Libra is for you, it will bring some harmony and balance into that house for you. And with Venus in Virgo, we had a whole lot of nitpicky and it wasn't very great, as you can probably tell by the way our US politicians are talking. But that's for something else. So, and then Mars is at 26 degrees of Gemini. Let's move this to September 4th. September 4th is, we have 29 degrees 53 minutes. If we do this by hours, it'll be moving into Cancer on the 4th in the afternoon or evening on the West Coast or overseas, or nighttime overseas. So Mars will be moving into Cancer on September 4th or 5th, depending on where you are. And I know on the 4th, I'll be getting ready to be traveling to New York. I don't know if it's a good thing, but we shall see. Actually, my father, well, I'm visiting my parents, and my father, since I won't be able to visit him at the end of September. September 23rd is his actual birthday. So he's a Libra has the sun in 0 degrees of Libra, and he's going to be 90. So I'm going to be visiting my parents and my brothers, and so yeah, actually, and by the time that this occurs, Mercury is still in Leo. It's it's out of it's not retrograde. It's still in the there'll still be a lot of drama around communication or whatever. How yeah, Mercury is communication, so that we're redoing the things from the past that we were doing when we were. But for me, I'll be doing some traveling with Mercury in my ninth house, since I have Sagittarius rising here. For some reason, Sagittarius is rising when Mars moves into Cancer, which is kind of interesting, which is the 8th house of transformation. Other people's money, taxes, debt, inheritances. Interesting. But Mars is in fall. Now that we have Venus, which is in fall in Virgo, is now in its rulership in Libra, and Mars in Cancer at its fall. They will be square each other in the coming days again, like they are now. See, Mars in Gemini and Venus at 20 degrees. So it's actually the 22nd. These will, if you move this in a day, this will be 21 degrees. This will be 21 degrees. They are square each other. And I'm going to show you just the square. Yeah. Between Mars and Mercury. Well, maybe Jupiter too. Oh, yes. Venus, not Mars. Okay. That's making a sextile. Mars is making a sextile to Mercury. But Mercury is still retrograde today, August 22nd. So here's your square. Between Mars and Jupiter and let's see. So it's Jupiter. Oh, and Mars. Okay. Well, Mars is making a square too. Yeah. And also Jupiter to Mars. Let's take Mercury out of there. So Venus, Mars, and Jupiter are all in a square with each other. Venus is making a square to Mars and Venus. So the planet of love and the planet of war and action and things Mars is being assertive and taking action, is making a square to Venus right now. And it will be for until when? Mars is square Venus until August 31st. At least about around August 31st, 31st, yep. There will no longer be any square aspect between those. So let's bring up all these planets that we're going to aspect. I'm going to put Vesta in there, Pallas Athena, Lilith, why not? Just for fun. And then, okay, we have all these displayed. And that's okay. So now it's a busy chart. We have a lot of oppositions on the 31st of August. But you know what? Tomorrow I'm going to go to tomorrow. The sun is in Virgo. And at this time on the West Coast, Virgo is on the horizon, the first of the cusp of the first house, which is going to be a lot interesting things. Let's see, let's go back hour and couple and 7. Well, yeah. So, well, on August 22nd at 7:51. So the sun will still be in at the 29th degree of Leo. Sorry. If we move this into minutes, when at 7:55 a.m., the sun moves into Virgo. Happy birthday to the Virgo. The Virgo season is on its way. It's the end of summer. And actually, yeah, on the September 23rd is the first day of fall or autumn, when the sun moves into Libra. So we're still in the summer, but technically this is still summer thing. It's getting cooler. Things are starting to change and being more become this. We're in the adaptation stage, beginning the adaptation stage between summer and fall. So it's going to be cool. The days are going to be cooler. And so yeah, actually we're starting to, this is the well, the Mercury, I'm sorry, Virgo is a mutable sign. So it's very adaptable, it's very changeable. It's able to pivot, making that pivot point to where actually all mutable signs, even Sagittarius, Pisces, and Gemini are pivotal moments of change. When we're in Gemini season, we're going from spring to between spring and summer, which is summer begins in Cancer on the in the northern hemisphere. Anyway, at least in the southern hemisphere, like in Australia, it's winter. So yes, it's very strange, the ecliptic here. And that's how we get our weather and everything like that. So Sagittarius is between fall and winter. And then Pisces is between winter and spring, or autumn, or yeah, winter and spring, yes. So and we call it the fall because when we move, the sun moves into Libra, the sun is at its fall. The sun is in fall in Libra because it's ruled in, it's the sun is exalted in Aries and it's ruled by uh, Leo, and it's in detriment in Aquarius. So, yes, the fall, it's interesting that the fall happens when the sun moves into the sign of its fall in Libra, which I always thought was quite interesting. Why do is, and that's why we call it fall. And yeah, so it's going to be, we're going to look at the details. We're going to be looking at all this until the 29th when Venus moves into its sign that it rules. And that's going to be 7 days later. The 29th, 7 days later. Venus is in Libra. Venus is a sign that it rules. I'm sorry, Libra is Venus is rules the sign of Libra, and it also rules the sign of Taurus. So Venus has two rulers. Venus is exalted in Pisces, and Venus is in fall in Virgo, which we just had. Venus was not very happy being nitpicky and all that, looking at details. She'd rather be looking at all the beauty around her instead of saying, okay, well, this needs to be taken care of. This looks a little odd. Let's tweak this a bit. That's Venus in Virgo. This there, yeah, Venus in Virgo will look at every minor detail and everything and be very like, is this perfect enough or good enough? Actually, is it perfect? Is it pristine enough? So yeah, that's Virgo energy for you. That's why we need organizing and very organized people, the Virgo. Thank you, Virgo. And happy birthday to you, starting tomorrow, the 22nd. And the 28th, well, the 28th, Mercury went moved out of its retrograde, and now it's moving direct. It's going to be going back through the signs that the degrees it was in until September 11th. Sorry, September 11th. when Mercury will be back at the same degree it started its retrograde period way back when we had Mercury beginning its retrogrades. So now it's direct. And I think, um, I'm going to stop that, and I'm going to, okay, I had to find something. Actually, this is called planetary hours. And we are in the planetary hour of Saturn for today, August 21st, 2024, which at 9:53 a.m. till 9:53 a.m. when we are in the Jupiter's hour, which starts at 9:53 to 11 a.m. So this is quite interesting that I'm recording this during Saturn, a Saturn hour. And we're going to go through the Jupiter hour. I'm going to stop my share again. And then let's see. I wanted to also what else did I want to say? Oh, okay. We're going over Mars too. So Mars moves into Cancer on September 4th, as I said. And Mars is the planet of impulses towards action and assertion, energy and passion, the dynamic pursuit of goals and objectives, urges to protect oneself in times of danger, tendencies towards selfish gratification, competitive drive, and excessive use of force, feelings of anger and aggression. Those are negative points of Mars. So Mars archetype is the urge to take action and assert ourselves, to go out and participate in life, gratify our material and sexual needs, to protect ourselves during times of threat. It underlies our drives to pursue the things we want and to actively avoid the things and experiences we don't want. So, yeah, actually, you need to be very discerning with when it comes to Mars. What battles, choose your battles wisely, I would say. Negative qualities related to Mars, such as aggression, competition, and rash actions, present many problems in the spiritual quest, tying up our attention in cycles of hurt and revenge, and delaying the healing process. So, well, that's interesting. Yeah, Mars, planet Mars. Yeah. If you have a night chart, Mars is a good thing for you. You need to be that assertive. You need that to be assertive during your life. And if you're in day chart, Mars is not a great planet for you to show aggression and assertion I would, yeah, so let's go back to this chart. I'm going to pull up the chart. And I'm going to start with let's see. Uh, hmm. Hey, stop. Whoops. Whoopsie. All right, let's go ahead a week. And day. A week and a day. Okay. Now, let's move this into hours so we can get Aries as the first house. Whoops. Aries. Okay, we're starting with Aries. And Venus is in your 7th house, Aries, of relationships. Well, this is very good for you because Venus is the planet of love and relationships in the sign of harmony, love, friendship, relationship. Venus is Libra is all about balance and harmony, love and joy. And it's in your 7th house of partnerships. And let's see. Venus. Well, Venus is, I'm not going to look at the aspects because Venus is in a very good place here. It's in it has dignity now. It's in its domicile or domain, and it's bringing positive energy and to the 7th house. So for Aries, Aries rising especially, this is your 7th house. For Aries, moon, sun, stellium, it's opposed to your sun by whole sign house. If you have Aries or anything in Aries at 1 degree, it's actually opposing, making an opposition to Venus or Venus, yeah. So that's a good thing. Actually, there's lots of compromise here, Aries, with relationships, friends, business partners, and spouse, your significant other. Okay. And then we'll move to Taurus. Taurus. Libra is your 6th house of co-workers, your work environment, pets. Well, you'll have some very good things happening for you, Taurus rising, with Venus in your 6th house of bringing harmony and balance to your work, to the relationships with your co-workers and pets. And the work environment will be more pleasing to you. Co-workers may be more pleasing to you also, Taurus, if you're Taurus rising especially. For Taurus sun, moon, and stelliums, well, it's actually If your sun, moon, or stellium, this is like you may not see it, but actually, if you're especially Taurus rising, your work area, you'll be more productive at work. You'll be much more happy with your coworkers, with your work. You're actually taking on a health routine could also be beneficial for you Taurus rising individuals. Alrighty, on to Gemini. We have Venus in the fifth. Well, you may have some love romance happening. Some, yeah, it's trying to your whole sign house of Gemini. So if you have any planets at 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 degrees of Gemini, it's making it exact trine. Although these houses are trine by whole sign house, the whole sign houses. Gemini is an air sign, and so is Libra, an air sign. And they're making a trine to all things creative. Maybe you are seeking romance, or seeking, or you'll have pleasure in creative projects, even creating a person. Procreation is in here too. So if you want to get pregnant, air Gemini rising, have at it. That's so it's all points to yes, to if you want to get pregnant, or if you're planning to. If you're not, well, then just be safe. See. Okay. Cancer. Venus is in your fourth house of your home, your mother. You may have pleasurable interactions with your mother in your home, in your foundation with your roots, like your grandparents, or even or like your this is very genealogy, like you could probably be finding more peace and joy and harmonious balance and love towards your mother and your home. So yeah, but you may buy something to enhance the look of your home. Paint, or maybe you'll paint your room in your home, or paint all the rooms in your house. Who knows? Making it look beautiful and harmonious, and like, yeah, actually this, you may want to do renovation, like repainting, or like or making your room larger, because we have Mars and Jupiter are in your 12th house, but Venus, this is making a trine. So dreams may become reality for your home. If you so choose to do so. Cancer rising. Next, Leo. Venus is in your third house of neighbors, your neighborhood, your siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, short distance travel. although the south node is here with that, but no. I would just be careful of short distance travel at this time, but you may have some things going on with your friends, and when it trines Jupiter, and well, especially Jupiter, because Mars will be moving out of Gemini very soon. Not making a trine to Venus. Jupiter will, though. Yeah, Venus will be making a trine to Jupiter, I believe. So, yeah. Enjoy your friends and neighbors, and short distance travel. Yeah. Virgo. Venus is in your second house of money, finance, of your possessions, your beliefs, where the your confident. Actually, you will feel good. You will be feeling very self-confident, and you will enjoy spending money. Just don't overdo it. Just live within your means, Virgo. I know you, well, you usually do. You're very cautious when it comes to money anyway, Virgo. You look at every detail, you scrimp and save. So I think it's a good time to, maybe with all that scrimping and saving, Virgo, it's time to buy something that for yourself that you've always been looking for and that you've been saving for. Just don't overdo it, or go beyond your means, Virgo. Okay. Libra. Well, this is Libra. Well, Venus is in your first house. This is all about you. You are looking good. You're feeling good. You're feeling harmonious and beautiful. Um, you. This is a personal house. Feeling how you, like, Venus is in your sign. Venus is your planet ruler. So you'll be in love with your, maybe you'll be in love with yourself. Who knows? Um, yes, Narcissus. Um, but try not to be that type of person. You will be, everyone will see you when you arrive into a room. They may even compliment you on how good you look. Venus in the first house is beautiful, is beauty, yeah. Venus. So, yep, you'll be looking really good, Libra rising. Sun, moon, and stelliums too. Yeah. It's time, it's the Venus is in your sign, so do all you can to make sure you look your best when you're going out into the world, because they'll see you. Yep. Okay. Scorpio rising. Venus is in your 12th house. Well, you may have some self-undoing here. Some dreams may come to you, and be hidden enemy. You may make a hidden enemy if you focus too much on vanity right now. Scorpio rising. So Scorpio, Mars, your ruling planet is in the 8th house of other people's money, other people's values. So yeah, you can, Scorpio, you're very strong anyway. So yeah, Scorpio, Mars, other people will be scrutinizing you, and just don't fall into the I'm better than you type of behavior. It's not about you. You may make a hidden enemy if you do so. Scorpio rising. All right, on to our Sagittarius. Sagittarius. This Venus is in your 11th house of friends, of money making deals, of yeah, actually, yeah, this you're dealing with money making endeavors here, since the 5th house is business and hobbies. The 11th is you can make money from your hobby. Excuse me. You can make money from maybe a benefactor. You'll find a benefactor, teacher, guru who can help, who will help you, or a mentor. With Mercury in your 9th house here, and the moon will be moving into your 9th house too, which will bring benefit to you as well. So you may be talking to a mentor about some kind of money-making endeavor. The great thing to have Venus of value, the planet of value and money in the money-making house, and beauty and harmony. There will be harmony with your friends, definitely. And in social groups, social situations, things will be much better, and you'll be noticed by your friends, by the groups you are affiliated with, or the groups that you join. Things will be getting better for you, Sagittarius. Capricorn. Okay. Venus is in your 10th house, Capricorn. You'll be so very popular in your career, in your public persona. Your reputation may even gain strength here with Venus in the 10th house. Yes, you'll be seen as someone who knows what they're doing. You'll be seen more like you might find harmony in your career or your public persona, your reputation, and you will look in the part and you definitely be feeling the part too. Things are looking much better for you, Capricorn, rising with Venus in your 10th house. Aquarius, we have Venus in your 9th house of long distance travel, book publishing, publishing in general. What does you'll want? Maybe you'll be asking finding out what the meaning of your life is, Aquarius rising, because this is your beliefs, what you believe, and the 9th house is the house of higher education and higher learning. You may learn about new type of philosophy or something that's more much better aligns with your personality. It's going to be trine to Pluto, definitely. So definitely something is going to change within you, Aquarius. Definitely. For Aquarius especially, because Pluto is making big changes in your personality inside, and it's making a trine to Venus in your 9th house of your beliefs, your religion, philosophy, higher learning. Maybe you'll be teaching a class or writing a book, publishing a book. And so good luck to you, Aquarius rising, and you will do it. I know you will. And finally, but never least, and always best, Pisces. Well, Pisces. We have Venus in your 8th house of other people's money. Or as Lori Lothian likes to say, chunky money. Debts, taxes, inheritance for Pisces rising, especially Venus in your 8th house can bring beneficial things. It's one of the benefics, as I should have said before. Venus is also a benefic, as is Jupiter. They will making a trine sometime this month, maybe in September. But yeah, I'm going to show you all of that at the end of this. So yeah, you might be getting an inheritance or some kind of money or win the lottery or something. Who knows? Possibly dealing with money, getting rid of some debt. It's a very harmonious time for you to eliminate debt. The value you have of money in your 8th house is very beneficial for you, especially Pisces rising. So let's move this into days. So I can see, and that's all I have for you, Pisces. And thank you for listening to all this from the beginning to the end. Okay. Now, Venus will trine Jupiter at 20 degrees. Okay, September 14th. Okay, around September 14th or 15th. September 14th, 15th, yeah. Venus will be at 20 degrees and Jupiter will be at 20 degrees. Venus at 20 degrees Libra, Jupiter at 20 degrees Gemini. The two benefics are making a trine aspect to each other. This is very beneficial. It doesn't matter what house it's in, it's very beneficial. Trines between the benefics bring positive things, no matter what houses they are aspecting from. And Moon is also in an air sign of Aquarius. And we're still in Virgo season. And Mars has already moved into Cancer. Now, okay. So that was for Venus in Libra. Next, let's go a day and a week. And then we'll go another week when Mars moves into Cancer. I need to take a pause here for a while, for just a moment. Okay, everybody. So now I wanted to share with you Mars transit through the signs. Mars's transits. And I have that all queued up right now for us right here. Okay, Aries rising. Mars has entered your fourth house of home. Maybe Aries rising, you're having some difficulty, or maybe you'll have some kind of something going on at home, something having to do with your mother, your ancestry, your roots. Actually, that's ancestry. So that's what I was thinking, trying to think of before for some one sign when Venus was going through your fourth house for Cancer rising, yes. So ancestry is maybe cutting or severing, or maybe taking some action or doing some kind, might be aggression toward your mother too, or toward your ancestors. Okay, on to Taurus. Taurus rising. Mars is in your third, right? It has entered, will enter your third house on the 4th, 5th of September. And this is going to have to do with neighbors, neighborhood, your um, short distance travel, um, aunts, uncles, cousins, nieces, no, aunts, uncles, cousins, uh, siblings. And so the third house, uh, maybe there's maybe tension toward your neighborhood, toward your neighbors in your neighborhood. Maybe you want to move or cut ties with them. Taurus rising could be any of those. Some kind of action is needed to take place here to assert yourself in your neighborhood or toward your siblings, your neighbors. Uh, Avoid confrontation, or try to anyway. So, okay, then on to Gemini rising. Cancer. Well, Mars is in your second house of finance, money, self-worth, self um actualization. You your self-confidence, self-worth. Yep. Something's cut. You uh maybe you are want to change your bank account because for a better interest rate, possibly. I know I've done that when Mars was going through my second house. I was like, yeah, let's get a higher interest rate so that my money can grow and move to another bank where I can get that higher interest rate or work towards that. Or you may be like spending a lot of money, Gemini rising, on yeah, planets in the second house like to spend money, so be careful of that. Watch your bank account, watch your spending. Okay, that's all I have for you, Gemini. Cancer, well, something within you is changing, Cancer. Maybe there's something, a part of your personality, or the way you feel you portray yourself is changing. Um, Something you're probably cutting out some dietary, something from your diet, or something from to make you look better, to make you help you feel better too, by cutting something out of your daily routine for how you want to be seen, or how you're seen in the world by others. Okay, Leo. Well, maybe you may have Leo rising. You may have some when Mars moves into your 12th house. This could be this is like something is hidden from you, that some action is being taken place that you do not see coming. An action from a hidden enemy, or that you're like, oh, okay. or something you are inadvertently doing to piss off someone else and create a hidden enemy for yourself. So yeah, dreams can come to you, and violent dreams too, with Mars in 12th. So be leery of that. Being forearmed is forewarned, or forewarned is forearmed. So good luck to you, Leo rising. Virgo, Mars. Well, maybe you're having a falling out with a friend, or a money situation here, or you're thinking of leaving a group or organization that you have been with, cutting and severing yourself from this situation in your social groups and friends. So, alrighty, there's that. Now, Libra. Mars is in your 10th house. Maybe it's not having to do with some kind of something in your career, your public reputation, public persona. Maybe there's something or someone you need to, a client or someone you need to cut out of your life as it pertains to your career. Not a love interest, but it's something having to do with your career. If your partner is a part of your career, well, then yeah. But for me specifically, my partner is a Libra rising, and something in my partner's career needs to change, cut something out, or actually, maybe Mars in Cancer is not a great thing, because Mars is in fall. Mars in Cancer they need to take action, but it's wishy-washy because it's watery, and Mars likes to be in fire signs and air signs, not so much in earth and water, where Mars needs to go slow, or Mars has some emotional thing attached to it when it's in a water sign. Well, yeah. Well, Mars also is ruled by in Scorpio. Ruled by Mars, and that's very emotionally charged. But in other water signs like Cancer, where it's in fall, not great. So something with your career may be cutting, you may move to another location, or change your job, career, or cut something out of your business situation or your public reputation. Something may happen to you. Your public reputation may take a fall, Libra rising. So just be careful of that. Okay, Scorpio. We have Mars in the 9th house of higher education, life purpose. You can, maybe something in your life will change. It will be cut out of your life. Some kind of purpose that no longer serves you, or some kind of religious belief, or philosophical belief that no longer serves you, and you'll be changing something along those lines. Maybe the book deal, that publishing deal will fall on the wayside for you. The publishing house may cut ties with you because your beliefs don't jive with theirs. So yeah, that could be possible for a Scorpio rising with Mars in the transiting the ninth house. Okay, Sagittarius, Mars is transiting your eighth house of other people's money, other people's values, inheritance. Maybe you're cutting out some debt. You're taking care of money matters, or it's not a great time to add or create more debt for yourself. Just uh pinch those pennies, crunch those numbers, be careful of spending too much. Mars could also cut ties with an inheritance, or yeah, it's a good time to relieve some debt, and pay those taxes. And yeah, money matters will be very important at this time with Mars in your eighth house, transiting your eighth house until November 4th, when Mars moves into Leo. I will show you that at the end of this video. When Mars moves into Leo on November 4th, the day before Election Day. Okay, Capricorn. Well, Capricorn, Mars is in your seventh house of spouse, business partner, negotiations, and having to do with clients, probably too. The seventh house is clients. The seventh house is your spouse. How you deal with other one-on-one interactions. Maybe you're cutting and severing something from a client or a spouse or even a business partner from your life's Capricorn rising. Mars is also brings action to this house too, Capricorn. Okay, Aquarius. Mars is in your sixth house. Maybe you're cutting out something in your diet. Maybe you're taking action to revise a routine, a daily routine. Maybe your routine is getting too much. There are too many things in your routine, daily routine, that the list of things is getting long. Need to cut them down so you don't overwork yourself and make yourself sick by trying to accomplish too many things at once. And be careful with pets and work situation, work environment. Yeah. Okay. And finally, but never least, and always best, Pisces. Mars is transiting your 5th house. Well, maybe you're taking some action on a creative project, or you need to um or maybe taking some action with your children, or actually cutting the time you spend with your children. Well, spending time with your children is fine, but Pisces, I know you overdo it by over being overprotective of your children. You have Cancer on the 5th house, on your 5th house. You are very protective of your children, Pisces rising. Sun, moon, and stelliums. You children, yeah, and creativity. So actually some kind of creative project you're working on, probably will be cut, or like in half. Like the time you have to do a project will be shorter than well, or maybe longer than you think, because this is going to be a long transit. Mars in Capricorn, in Cancer, is going to be in your 5th house until November 4th. So you'll be taking action in this house, but doing so in a manner that is not going to overwork yourself to the point where you get frustrated and just scrap the whole idea and be like, the hell with it, I don't want to do this anymore. Well, actually, do not do that. I advise you to stick with it, even if there are problems in the project, they will work themselves out. Creativity doesn't happen overnight. It's a process, so work with the process. If things aren't working out, try new ways to solve these problems. All right, and now we're back to Aries, and I'm going to show you, we're going to go into months, because this is going to be Mars in Cancer will be in October. We will have Mars in Cancer. October. And then go another month, and Mars is in Leo. So for 2 months, from now, from September 4th to November 4th, actually. Let's go back a day in days, because on November 3rd, we have Mars at 29 degrees and 59 minutes. And November 4th, Mars is at 0 degrees and 19 minutes. And let's go back hours, because I want to show you exactly the time that Mars enters Leo. I'm sorry. If you're getting dizzy, I know I am. I'm sorry, but I knew I need to look at this. Okay. And now let's go in minutes. Oop. Okay. Still 29 degrees 59. Oh, there we go. At 8:09 p.m. or the 4th, yes. November 4th on the East Coast, or like at night 11:09 on the East Coast, and 3 hours from 8:09, so 11:09 on the East Coast, Mars moves into Leo. Change check just for your time zone, and you will see when Mars moves into Leo. It's going to move into Leo on November 3rd or 4th of November of 2024. The 4th of November 2024, Mars enters Leo, which Mars will be happy in a fire sign again, where we'll be more taking action in a more proud and diplomatic way. Leo is very royal, regal, and yeah, Mars is going to take on a very Leo, on those Leo personality traits, and in an active, very strong, active way. So, all right, that's all I have for you today. So, if you got this far, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and yeah, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel if you're new here, you like this type of content, and I will see you on the next one. And I think, you know what? No. I'm why not? We'll pull some cards for these transits of Mars, Venus and Mars. Okay. How will the energy of Venus and play out for the collective? I know it's going to be positive. Venus is a very positive sign, brings love and beauty to everything it touches. Um, okay. All right. We have the Prince of Cups. Hell, that's a very positive thing for Libra. This Prince of Cups will bring abundance. He'll be emotional, maybe, possibly, actually, Venus is love and beauty and things that are, but we have the Prince of Cups, which is like the Knight of Cups, I guess, in their regular tarot. And now Mars. Okay, well, you're going to be taking a lot of action. Yep, with Mars action. Yep, actually, that makes so. And I'll choose one more too. Oh, okay. Well, this will be a very Saturnine and very oppressive time too, with the lovers, planets, Venus in Libra and Mars in Cancer. they will be square, which is going to bring oppression. And by they're square by sign anyway, but yeah, so it'll be very challenging, but this week is going to be, so yeah, actually the we got through the full moon energy, we got through the squares to Uranus and everything else. And yeah, so for at least this week, and the sun moving into Virgo will be more detail oriented. Get those things out of the way that need to be focused on, and prepare yourself for Mars in Cancer, because it's going to be quite interesting. And I'm wearing my Aquaman shirt for Saturn in Pisces and Neptune in Pisces. So for that energy, that water energy that we all need to bring about structure and power into ourselves. And so with that, I am going to say, take it easy and be safe out there. And yes, until September 4th, things will be moving a bit the same, but the turbulence is steady. And so far, we'll see. Uranus is still in Taurus, but it's not making any aspects that are exact at the moment. And with that, I am going to leave you and say goodbye. And this is Stephen the Jupiterian signing out. And thank you for watching, and all my subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you, and future subscribers too. And with that, bye.